What's up everyone, I'm Gushi, and in this video we're going to be going over all the shiny beasts you can get in Hogwarts Legacy and where to find them. Currently in the game there are 13 beasts you can collect, 12 of which can be shiny. Now with each species or beast you can get 4 different variations of shinies: an adult shiny female and male, and then an offspring male and female. I definitely haven't gotten all of them yet, so you'll mostly be seeing only 1 or 2 variations of each shiny. If you guys are wondering how to get shinies and how to farm shinies as fast as possible, we already made a video on that, which I'll link right here and in the description below. So without further ado, let's start off with the Graphorn. In my last video, I wasn't sure if you can get a shiny Graphorn. You unlock the Graphorn towards the end of the game, but after that you can just farm the same location and eventually you'll get one. You can see that the left one is kind of like a brownish red, and the shiny version is like an albino white color. Definitely super noticeable. And as you can see, we got a little baby shiny Graphorn. I know shinies are a pretty big flex, but breeding a shiny offspring baby Graphorn, easily one of the best flexes in the game you can have. We'll just zoom up on this Graphorn offspring and look at it, it's so cute. Alright, there's pretty much only one location you're going to find, and this is at the very bottom of the map right over here. Alright, moving on to the Hippogriff. Here we have a shiny Hippogriff and a black Hippogriff. I gotta say the shiny one is kind of underwhelming, it's just a gray color. I mean the black one you can get in the game, if you look at its wings over here, they're kind of different colors where it looks more shiny than the actual shiny. And in comparison to the white Hippogriff, which is the first mount you can get in the game, I think the normal black and white one just look better than the shiny. There's a couple Hippogriff dens, one right over here in the Forbidden Forest, and another over here in the Fieldcroft region. Keep in mind these are several locations, but I'm sure there's more dens on the map that I haven't found, but all locations work the same and just use the one that works best for you. Next up we have the Thestrals. This one I actually have a baby shiny offspring as well. Now the adult shiny is a silver / gray color. Unlike the Hippogriff, it actually looks pretty good. The dark areas on its body in contrast with the silver wings actually looks pretty good. Now compared to the baby is like pretty much all white and looks absolutely amazing. Definitely one of the better shiny offspring babies. To get this shiny baby, I bred a shiny female and a regular shiny male. It's definitely not 100%, but maybe a 1/4 chance. So just keep trying until you get one. You find Thestrals here on the very top of the map. And another location on the bottom at Marine Lake right over here. Next up we have the Unicorn, and the Unicorn is pretty unique. It's this gold color. In the forest where you first find them, it's pretty hard to see what the difference is. It kind of just looks like a brown unicorn, but when the unicorn is in the vivarium with all the light, you can see these tattoo-like runes on its body, which absolutely looks amazing when its gold skin is just shimmering in the light. There's one location you can find the unicorn in the Forbidden Forest right over here. Next up we have this Mooncalf. He looks pretty derpy. I actually just found this in my inventory by accident. Didn't even farm it, but this is what it looks like. There are several locations for the Mooncalf. Run over here in the Forbidden Forest. And another at the coast on the bottom of the map right over here. Next up we have the Nifflers. This is the one in the Fantastic Beasts movie, and just like the Graphorn, the shiny Niffler is a pale color. All the other variations have just a very vibrant color, and this one looks kinda plain. The Niffler offspring has the same pale color, but just a little bit thinner, but it's pretty cute. Alright, there's several locations for the Niffler. You can find it on the left hand side at the Fieldcroft region right over here. Another one at the coast right over here. And another location at the shores right over here. Moving on to the Kneazles. These are pretty much cats. This is the one species where I got a male and a female. Funny enough, I got this shiny male and female at the same den, so I just bred them and got this offspring. If you do breed a shiny male and female, I think it's 100% chance you'll get a shiny offspring. But definitely correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section down below. I'd say this one's a little bit underwhelming. The adults are kind of just a brown, goldish color. But the offspring is pretty unique. It's kind of like yellow / more gold than the adults with a weirdly flat face. You can find one location at the South Sea Bog in the middle of the map right over here. And another location at the Marine Lake right over here. Next up, we have the giant purple toads. And with this similar pattern, we got the shiny one with a very pale albino color. And we also got a shiny baby right over here. Definitely less pale as the adult, and a little bit more on the gray side, but in my opinion a lot cuter. One den location is in the Forbidden Forest over here, and another in the South Sea Bog right over here. Next up we have the Jobberknoll. This is another one where I kind of just found randomly in my inventory. Continuing with other shiny patterns, I think this is just a pale version of the regular Jobberknolls. One Jobberknoll den you can find is on the top north side of the map. And another in the Fieldcroft region right over here. Moving on to the Puffskein, you guys probably already have one of these already, if you didn't accidentally sell them. Puffskins are usually like a pretty neutral color, but this one's pretty white, maybe even shinier at different angles. You can find them right over here. This is a usual farming spot, but there's also another location in the Forbidden Forest, which is closer to one of the Fwooper spawn points right over here. Next up we have the Fwoopers. These are like owl looking creatures with a variety of colors. Just like all the other species with a variety of colors, the shiny version is pretty pale and albino as well. This shiny Fwooper actually does have like a little bit of color beneath its wings, like a pinkish color. I guess makes it a little bit more unique. And then we have the offspring that looks pretty much the same, maybe just a smaller version. I definitely like the other variations. There's like a pink, a yellow, and a green one. And they're usually like a mix of different colors. So this yellow one has a mix of yellow and pink. The green one is a mix of yellow and green. So this shiny is pretty mid. You find these Fwoopers in the Fieldcroft region all the way on the left side of the map over here. And another location at the Clagmar Coast right over here where there's weirdly two dens. Finally, for our last beast, we have the Diricawls. Same like all the other birds. Diricawls come in different colors and the shiny is the palest one of them all. I think completely white, even compared to like the slightly off-white one. I don't have a shiny Diricawl, but this is what the baby one looks like. You can find one den in the middle map over here, and another at the Clagmar Coast down on the bottom of the map right over here. Hopefully this gave you an idea of which shinies you want to go after and where to find them. Let me know in the comment section down below if you're going to be catching them all, and maybe even breeding shiny female and male offspring. If you found this video helpful, please drop a like and consider subscribing. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Hope to catch you in the next one, and GG.